Alright, so we're back for round number 3, finally. I'm gonna keep this hand. I know that it might seem bad because I don't have any blue, but I already have my win condition. I have a good card to use to draw with. Um, if I draw a blue source and I have a couple of kill spells as well, so hopefully that will get me somewhere. That's not a good sign. I hope we're not up against the mirror. Or mono black control for that matter, because that would actually be really, really painfully annoying. Oh god. Blue source? Not a blue source. Not a bad card to draw either with a given the way my hand is though, so I guess that's not. Looks like it's mono black control, so actually, um, excuse me. This Doom Blade is just completely dead. Okay, that's not bad. So I was reading up on the Pauper Reddit forums, and I saw that somebody actually said, "So is mono black control Pauper's Jund?" And I was thinking to myself, it actually does kind of seem like it. I mean, it is playing pretty much all, if not most, of the most powerful cards, so this is something to consider. Just gonna go ahead and disfigure that now, because it doesn't matter. For Radiant Flames on top. Draw. Play that. Leave up the other disfigure that's not currently in my hand, and pass to Rager. Ooh, the old picture. I do like the old art much, much better. That is personally just me. Another Dimir Aqueduct. Okay. I return the Radiant Flames and hit the pause button by accident. Alright, so my opponent is attacking me. I guess we'll see if my opponent is also playing main deck Okiba Shinobi. That was a blast from the past. I have not seen Okiba Shinobi in a long time. Though, to be fair, I did quit Pauper for quite some time, but still, I have not seen it. So I'm just going to Brain Pry now. That way my opponent can't sack this. And I can get some value. Because, yeah, reasons. And another Combage, which is alright. Evankar's Justice. It's not bad. So now here's the problem. The problem is if we have to counterspell something, I can't think twice. Awkward. My opponent lost a Greymerch. They also lost a Chittering Rats before, too, as well, for what it's worth. And my opponent is actually shooting me? I guess? I think my opponent misclicked, but I'm not sure. And I don't think Magic Online is letting him take it back either. Or her, whichever one. Which, I mean, it could matter considering the fact that this is a viable way of winning the game, but, we'll see. Why is it that every mono black opponent always draws the heavy creature draw? Why can't you just have 4 Chainer's Edicts in your hands? Yes! Alright. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to flashback anyway. Oh, well, that's not something I want to use anytime soon. I really want to save his graveyard for a Crypt Incursion. Now the counterspell is not bad. So I think what I'll do here is just play this and then pass the turn. I'm not going to Evankar's Justice, seeing as how I'm at 22, though I will have to do it soon. It sucks that I drew the one Doomblade in my deck, but I'm hoping my opponent to draw a dead card, so it's only fitting that I would draw mine. So my opponent is targeting, playing another targeting the Chittering Rats. I think I'm actually going to counter that, and the reason why is I can't really afford to just not draw new cards. I really need some help here, whether it be Mystical Teachings or Whispers of the Muse. And yeah, I had to take the chance that he didn't have that, but we're in a pretty bad position now because my draw just hasn't been very good, to be fair. I guess Chainer's Edict isn't terrible, but the problem is he just sacks this, and then I don't really get anywhere. But it's what has to be done. And I guess I should have played the Bojuka Bog first so I could target myself, but I kind of kept on keeping the Bojuka Bog in my hand, just kind of in case of what. I'm not really sure. I just messed up, and now I can't play it. That's really all that happened. So what happens when you go too fast, people? And you sack the 2/2. Maybe he's playing around Evan-Card's Justice. Could also have sacked it to be able to go Unearth. I'm not exactly sure. My opponent is not attacking with the Kambodgwiches. What the heck is that about, I wonder? Pestilence. Well, I can't really let that go through because then that will also kill me. Just in a really bad spot right now, all around, really. Agony Warp is not bad, but I mean, it's certainly not good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can Agony Warp, but that doesn't seem very good. If I just draw Teachings for a Crypt Incursion, I'll be okay. So now what I can do is I can actually just kill the this guy. And I mean, I'll go to 7, but at least I get to kill him now. Because for some reason my opponent wanted to shoot me instead of attacking me. I don't really get that part. Looks like my opponent either had another Grey Merchant or just drew one off the top. And we're dead. That kind of sucks. Alright, so... again, we take out the Doomblade. We bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take out one of these. Take out this and this. And then 2 more cards. Maybe we don't actually bring in the Gurmagangler, but I like the Gurmagangler. Not a very big fan of the Echoing Truth. I don't think we'll need the Dispel either. The Disfigures, of course, are okay, but you only go down to 2. The problem with the Stormbound guys is it's not really the greatest card in the world. So we're just going to keep it this way, and hopefully that works out. The big problem is really whoever wins game 1 here has a leg up because games 2 and 3 matter so much because after that it's when we become more of a leveled playing field. But because my opponent has things like Wrenchmind plus Duress, it becomes a lot harder. So I should also point out that keep might have not been very good, but I think Mono Black Control was really the only deck where it wasn't very good against. I'm going to keep this hand. The Deprive is unfortunately awkward because I don't really want to bounce my lands back, really, but hopefully that isn't that bad. Next turn I might actually play the Dimir Guildgate just to keep up the Disfigure, but I doubt I'll actually do that. So my opponent had Duress. I'm going to just arrest them now, just to see what their hand is, map my plans out, see if they have a Wrenchmind and whatnot. 2 Sign and Bloods and a Geth's Verdict. Well, the Geth's Verdict is understandable because of being able to make me lose 1 life, so... did I bring in the 3rd Curse of the Bloody Tome? You know, funny enough, I don't even remember seeing it in my sideboard, so... I wonder if it's actually brought into my deck. I guess we'll end up seeing. I took a Sign in Blood, obviously, because taking the Geth's Verdict I don't really think it should matter. My opponent might just use it, like, when they have open mana, so... They don't know that it brought Gurmagangler, though, if they could think so. You know, sorry about that. I forgot I took the 3rd Bloody Tome out for the Stormbound Geist. So that was kind of dumb of me. Speak of the devil. Alright, just replay this and pass turn. That's all I can do. It's interesting that my opponent decided to Sign in Blood instead of playing the Kambodgwiches. I guess my opponent values actually getting more cards drawn to their hand, which I perfectly understand. I don't remember how many lands they had, so I'm wondering if playing Bojuka Bog right now is actually better than playing any untapped land. Could be wrong. Alright, so my opponent attacked me for 1, and they're playing a Kambodgwiches. I'm not really sure I give a crap about Kambodgwiches. They must have not had many more lands in their hand. I think I'm just going to Victim of Night one of the Kambodgwiches just to stem the bleeding. See how that goes. Obviously, I'm not going to cast the Whispers of the Muse. I drew a Mystical Teachings last turn as well. Well, missing a land drop's not very good, but you know. Yeah, I as well drew a Mystical Teachings for my troubles, so we'll see how that goes for me. Duress. I think I'm willing to let that go through. The reason why is depriving it doesn't really get me anywhere. Counterspelling it doesn't get me anywhere. They could take the Teachings, but eventually I'll be able to flash it back. Taking the Disfigure shouldn't really matter all that much, and I mean, taking the Whispers of the Muse doesn't really seem like it does much. It just seems like whatever they take, my hand is kind of redundant at this point. Like, sure, they get to see it, but, there's not really much I can do. Yeah, they took the counter spells. I thought they would have, so. Whatevs. I should also, I'm going to let that go through and just disfigure it. I should also point out that I did kind of get unlucky last game, if you want to consider it, because I never saw a 1 in 4 outer. I never saw Mystical Teachings for the Crypt Incursion or a Crypt Incursion, or else I might have actually just won the game. But it happens. Happens. Not much you can do. Oh, Whale of Nim. Damn it, I forgot to take that out. I always forget that this card's in the deck. So that card actually just does not do anything except combo with Evenkar's Justice to kill these things. So that was literally the worst card I could have drawn, which is quite unfortunate. I think, man, I really don't want to deprive that. I think I'm okay with just teachings for a disfigure. God, this should really be something else. I'm not sure of what, but it should really be something else. Probably another edict effect. That was such an oversight on on my part. That might actually cost me the entire game, depending on you know. The other problem is how safe is this in my graveyard? But I think it has to be done. We're just gonna get a disfigure, make use out of it for now. Get the other disfigure, and hopefully it does not cost me much. So I ended up drawing a Pristine Talisman, which at the same time of not being bad, it's obviously not exactly the best. Would have rather had that a little later. I should also point out that it goes without saying that now he knows about my Gurmag Angler, he'll never play the Geth's Verdict, which is kind of balls. So I kind of have 2 dead cards in my hand right now. That's not bad. So for now we can just say go, and then try to get somewhere. This is really for the matchup. This is really the matchup where you want a 3rd Curse of the Bloody Tome in, and I think after tonight I'm pretty convinced it needs to go back in. So we'll see about that. So he played an Unearth targeting the Phyrexian Rager. I think I have to let that go through, as unfortunate as that is. It's not really worth depriving, not like the Grey Merchant that he's about to play. Which he knew about the deprive, so obviously he has another one, or he did that for a reason. Just gonna go ahead and gain life. Not gonna lie, we're pretty screwed here. I think we still just play this. And I think we just pass because we can just Mystical Teachings. Now I kind of want Evenkar's Justice. I think my sideboard plan this time around, 1, was wrong because I just made a quick oversight, and 2, I don't think my sideboard was as well prepared for this matchup as it really should have been. So I'll definitely be looking into that after this tournament. I'll definitely be looking into making this deck's sideboard a lot better. Hopefully at least. So we'll see. Another Sign in Blood, you got it. Because Gurmag Angler is good to bring in against creature decks. Obviously, the real win condition you want against this deck is, Curse of the Bloody Tome. Alright, I'll just put the Whale of Nim back and just search with Mystical Teachings. Screw that card. Quickly losing the game here. We really need an Evenkar's Justice off the top. 1, 2, 3 creatures. That sucks. I guess our best card to get here would be an Agony Warp. See, the problem here is also I think I need more instant speed removal. I need more instant speed edicts against this deck, or more Agony Warps. Alright, well, looks like I just am refusing to die, so that's good. Go ahead and play that. Pass the turn. You know, it's funny. I didn't know Corrupt was making such of a comeback. I don't remember seeing it in so many mono blacklists in recent months, but I'm pretty happy it's making a comeback. I mean, I love this card. So, you know. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we don't actually have enough to go and get a counter spell if we needed to. So if my opponent has a Grey Merchant, we are actually dead unless I can Whispers and Muse into it, which is not saying much. So, all right. I think we'll just teachings now. 4, 5, 6. I don't know for what. The hell am I gonna get with teachings? I guess counterspell. I mean, Crypt Incursion doesn't really do anything. I'd rather just have a counterspell. I don't think I'm gonna win unless I can draw into an Evenkar's Justice. Capsize. It doesn't really do anything. Opponent's got 5 cards in hand. Yeah. I think I'm willing to go to 2 here. If my opponent has Sign in Blood plus another thing, I'm just dead. There's not much I can do about that. If I go to 1, I know I'm dead because my opponent has a Geth's Verdict. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that I can't win, but I mean, I guess I might as well try. I got nothing else really better to do, but you'll see. I guess I'm also technically at 4 because of the Pristine Talismans. Chittering Rats. Let that go 3, I suppose. Just put Gurmagangler on top of my library. Okay. Guess we'll just go ahead and bounce this back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I forget to play with the blue? Oh, excuse me. And then just cast Whispers of the Muse to try and get another card. Changer's Edict, alright. Excuse me. I'm aware we have another Mystical Teachings in the grave as well. I'm just trying to survive here. I would have rathered capsize to try and stem the bleeding a bit. Just gonna Chainer's Edict again to try and get a card off of my opponent's. I don't think I have enough mana actually. That was stupid. What is it? Alt? No, Control Z. I think it is. Yep. I guess I'm just saying go then. Actually, that was embarrassing. So my opponent is choosing to not attack with the Kambaj, which is again, I really don't understand my opponent's strategy of just not attacking. Like, what is the point in dealing me a point of damage with her? I don't get it. And my opponent's not through with damage yet. My opponent still hasn't noticed it. Alright, there we go. I still make that mistake sometimes, but it's rare. I've been playing Magic Online for so damn long. Yep. Rager resolves. Unfortunately. Need that Evenkar's Justice, boys and girls. Need it. Need it bad. Yep, gotta counter that. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in deep trouble. Another Kumbaj, which is alright. Now we're in deep doo-doo. Gain a couple life. Probably die. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Huh. That's too bad. We actually drew the Evenkar's Justice. Well, I guess we could still do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to go to 4, and then I'm going to go to 3. And then I still don't die. But we'll see. Oh, my opponent can't shoot me anymore, actually, because I can just kill his Kombatch, which is for free. Ha ha ha. Yeah. And yes, I'm aware that I could cast the Gurmagangler, but if my opponent plays smart, I actually just lose. I think. Oh no, never mind, because I didn't take 1. Well, see if my opponent has Corrupt. Or Grey Merchant, I guess. And again, my opponent just... Oh my god. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The exact scenario that came up. I drew Whale of Nim to kill both of these Kombodgwiches. And he can't shoot me anymore because, you know, I mean, he can shoot me now. I guess if my opponent just has nothing and I can keep gaining life, or I draw a, uh, whatchamacallit, I can get there. I guess that is something that's possible. I can also just, if my opponent doesn't draw anything, I can keep capsizing back my own Radiant fountain, which is pretty cool. Why is this tapped? Did my opponent shoot his own witches by accident? I think he did. I don't know what just happened. Oh well. If my opponent has Sign in Blood, I'm actually dead. Which is pretty cool. You know, it's funny. I'm hitting F2, it's not doing anything. I wonder if it's because of the Camtasia recorder. Oh my god. My opponent did not kill me. Yet. Oh my god, I lived. Dimir Aqueduct. Alright. So I'm technically at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, I can't get a counterspell that's actually relevant. I do have a Chainer's Edict still. And my opponent just drew Corrupt. Oh no, my opponent drew Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Alright, well what I can do here actually is I can capsize it with the ability on the stack, but that just seems dumb. Alright, I go to 1 here, and then I'll go to 2. I can flash this back. And then I can Chainer's Edict and hold up Counterspell. This game is looking real interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This game is looking real interesting. I think here I'll still just get Counterspell and hope to draw the other Mystical Teachings or the Crypt Incursion naturally. Let's go ahead and play this and go to 5. Flashback Chainer's Edict. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass go, and hopefully soon we'll collect $200. Let's see how that goes. I think countering that is fine because I really need to just keep drawing cards. I can't really afford to take a turn off. Looks like my opponent might just have a bunch of like bad removal spells in their hand. I played out a land there because I don't want to spend my turn just capsizing back my Radiant Fountain. I kind of need to capsize whatever back my opponent draws. Oh, there's a Corrupt. Oh no, there's Grey Merchant. That's fine. So I can go back to 7 and I'll just keep mediating what it is that he deals to me, which is good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a good draw. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Have not seen a Think Twice yet. Just gonna go ahead and point that out. Have not seen a few things yet. My opponent drew a land for the turn, it looks like. Sweet. This is a good game. I did not think I'd be hanging on this long. So I drew Think Twice. I'm going to cast it now to see if I can get a Curse of the Bloody Tome or something. Doesn't look like it. Just drew Chainer's Edict. Just pass go. Hopefully, again, collect $200 more. So my opponent decided to scoop. I don't think my opponent was necessarily out. And it looks like I was drawing completely dead. So, yeah, so let's get these Gurmag Anglers and this Whale of Nim out of here. The Whale of Nim really should not have been as good as it was. So we'll bring those two in. Dispel still doesn't seem like it does much. Disfigure, I guess, is okay, but it's not exactly the best. This second Evenkar's Justice doesn't really seem like it's going to do all that much, and the Echoing Truth doesn't seem very good. I guess the best option actually just is the Disfigure. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, I'm going to keep this hand since it has a bunch of kill spells. If my opponent has a Duress and is able to take care of the curse, though, kind of boned. Oh, crap. Oh, that's a relic. Alright, well, still not the greatest for me. I also did not think that people would be playing as many relics as they are. It's a little surprising to me, but not so much. Not really. Gumbadge Witches number 1. It's not a bad draw. Gumbadge Witches down. There goes one of my Chainer's Edicts. Never mind. Never mind at all. Alright, let's see what my opponent takes here. And they took the Pristine Talisman. Instead of taking the Curse. That does not seem correct to me. And they didn't use Relic Turbo. I mean, not that it really matters, but... Alright, that's not bad. So, just gonna bounce back the island and pass turn. Hopefully my opponent either doesn't do anything or just plays a creature that does disfigure, so I can just play Curse and have a field day. Instead, they Wrench Mind me. Ugh. I think the Evencar's Justice and the Counterspell can go. That was a great Wrench Mind. Oh god, are they arresting me too? No, okay. That would have been really bad for me. Well, only down to 4 cards in hand, which is good. Agony Warp is not bad. Again, we'll leave up the Disfigure and pass turn. So they kept in Chainer's Edict as I thought they would, which is pretty interesting. And there is a Grand Merchant of Asphodel. So I'll be able to Chainer's Edict that away. And hold that up, which is pretty good. So far, not bad. So my opponent Cheering Rats me. I'm just going to wait to get a little bit of value off of this Agony Warp since I don't want to use 2 removal spells that early. Wow, they brought in 2 Relic of Progenitus. Dang. We're going to kill this guy just in case my opponent has another Unearth in their hand. I'm hoping they don't, but, you know. What are you going to do? I think my opponent clicked a few too many times because they're trying to cast something in their end step. It looks like a Grey Merchant of Asphodel. So I'm just going to go ahead and disfigure as I was going to do anyway. And now we're just living off the top and hoping. And we drew an island, which is not horrible, but we're going to need to draw some cards, boys and girls. We're going to need to draw some cards. Well, there goes an Unearth, which isn't terrible for me. Corrupt me for 6. Okay. Different looking corrupts. That's interesting. Could really use a Mystical Teachings, as always. Another corrupt. Nope, not this time. This corrupt gets countered. 2 corrupts down. Radiant Rail Fountain, okay. Well, at least now when I draw Whispers of the Muse or a Capsize, they're turned on, so that's good. Grey Merchant, another corrupt. Jeez, if my opponent just has another corrupt, I am dead. If my opponent just has all 4 corrupts and I don't draw a counterspell, I'm dead. Alright. Well, actually, now I'm not dead. I would go to 2. I would die to a Sign in Blood. Wow, they kept an Oubliette too? Jeez. Alright, well there goes my Diabolic Edict. Think twice. Alright, well we're just going to say go. That's the beauty about this deck. Pretty much everything you just play on your opponent's turn. My opponent kept in a lot more kill spells than I thought they would have, to be honest with you. I did not think they would keep in that many kill spells. Flashback. Damn it. Damn it. Well, at least I can flashback now, what's the name of that card? Chainer's Edict. Looking okay. My opponent's only got 19 cards left. I deprive. Alright. I should have kept that island in my hand because Wrench Mind. Wasn't thinking about it. Should have thought about it. But I didn't because I'm dumb. Okay. Now I'll do it. Looks like those Curse of the Bloody Tome Sugars are getting really lucky. Duress. Alright. What is this? Grey Merchant of Asphodel. I'm going to counter that. Well, I'm at... Yeah, I can't corrupt me. Actually, there is no reason to counter that. I have a I have a Chainer's Edict in my hand. There's literally no reason to counter that. I mean, not in my hand, but... Ooh, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Pasco, again, keeping these 2 islands in my hand because of Wrench Mind. I mean, if I draw Mystical Teachings, I literally don't think I can lose anymore. Because I'll just get the Crypt Recursion and win the game. Another Grey Merchant. Right. That I will actually counter. Ooh. Sweet. Duress. Alright, well, we gotta counterspell that. Gonna capsize my Radiant Fountain at the end of turn here. Gain some life. Capsize, what a broken magic card. Okay. We're at 12, safely out of range of a 4th Corrupt. And my opponent has to win this turn or else they lose. Oh no, they have next turn, I suppose. Wrench Mine. Yep, kept 2 islands in my hand just for this kind of situation. Alright, and we got the win. I did not think I was going to win that match, ladies and gentlemen. I really did not. I think I got kind of lucky. I think I made a couple of good plays. My opponent made a couple of questionable plays. But alright, I'll see you for round number 4. You stay tuned, and thanks for watching.